Hey folks and friends, welcome home. I'm Madison Canary, your sour beer queer, and I am here to shoot what is quickly becoming my most favorite type of video, the beer haul. You guys, I moseyed on down to High Times today and treated myself. Did I have a reason for treating myself? No. Could I afford to treat myself? Also no, but here we are. I decided that I could no longer be the sour beer queer and only be reviewing fruit beers. If you're gonna put it in the name, you gotta put your money where your name is. So I've noticed that I've talked about High Times a couple times and haven't really described it. So I personally live in Irvine, but I've lived in Costa Mesa for a lot of my adult life in Orange County, California. And High Times is just like the local go-to spot. So it is a family-owned beer and wine and liquor store. They're known for having the largest selection of wine west of the Mississippi. Their wine cellar, I think, is like a mile long. I don't know, it's pretty ridiculous. You can get lost back in the mini aisles that is their wine cellar. They also just have a really crazy awesome liquor selection. They have a wonderful wine bar and they have a wonderful walk-in beer fridge. So that's where I go for all of my beer, wine, and liquor needs. They tend to be really fairly priced. They have the best selection in town, and I love that I'm supporting family-owned small local business. So if you're ever in Costa Mesa, if you're Orange County, even if you're LA, honestly, I feel it is worth it to spend a little bit of time, go on down to High Times and check out their selection. They are the best. So I went on down to High Times and I picked up a couple different things. So I went fruit beers, I got a hard kombucha, and I got some sour beers. So one of my big intentions with this channel is that I have been drinking sour beer for nigh on 6 years now and have been to 20 breweries, have done about 10 brewery tours, have talked shop with all kinds of brewers. So I have a base level of information about what makes sour beer, what goes into it, and the process. But I really don't have an in-depth knowledge that I would really love to have. So part of my reason for going to High Times and kind of going on a little splurgy splurge is that I really want this channel to help me and therefore help you to learn about the science and gain a deeper appreciation of what sour beer is. And so I specifically chose a couple different forms and varieties of sour beer that will challenge me to learn about them so that I can talk about them and help us all gain a deeper appreciation of the amazingness that is sour beer and all that it has to offer. I also am debating what beer to get for my next keg. So my man and I have a kegerator. We at all times like to have a drinkable beer and then a kind of like specialty sour beer in there. Right now we have a drinkable beer. We have House Beer by Good Beer Company. Pretty solid drinkable beer, $75 keg. It's working out well. But I just finished my Sour in the Rye from Brewery Taru. All-time favorite beer. Can't wait to do a review for you guys. I just finished my keg of Sour in the Rye, and so I'm thinking I'm going to do another Brewery Taru beer, but it sounds like the only two I can get a keg of is Wit the Funk and Goses Are Red, and I don't think I've had either of those yet. You know, scratch that. Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I can almost guarantee you I've had both of those. I just don't specifically have them like filed away in the old noggin about if I liked them, if I didn't like them, how drinkable they were, etc. So that brings us to my first beer that I selected, and what I told myself was the only thing I was going to get at High Times. No one believed me. No one. So this is Brewery Taru. So I've noticed lately that they've been changing their branding. They were founded by The Brewery, and then Brewery Taru was their sour saison farmhouse fermentation specialty. So I always call them Brewery Taru. I've noticed a couple times I've been and just kind of on the new beers that they're releasing that they're now doing everything under the name of the brewery. Kind of bums me out, kind of also makes me hope that all the Brewery Taru swag that I've bought like quadruples in value because I got some serious Brewery Taru swag over the years. So this is their Goses Are Red. It's a Gose style ale with Syrah grapes. Tart, crisp, stylish, 5.6%. I am very excited to try this. This is actually one of 2 goses that I picked up. I am not familiar with what differentiates and creates a gose versus just an American sour style. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to dive into as far as learning and understanding goes. So this is Goses Are Red, and I can't wait to do a taste test for you guys and talk more about what the gose style really means and what sets it apart. The other gose that I got, and truly this was like splurge. This was the most expensive can that I got, but I felt like it just had my name written on it, and it was so, just sounded so delicious. This is Tequila barrel-aged lime gose, ale brewed with lime and agave. Guys, this is Area 2 Experimental Brewing. Not heard of them, have not had anything by them. They are from Stratford, Connecticut. Two Roads Brewing Company. A natural harmless sediment may appear. Cool. So yeah, this says they took Two Roads Persian lime gose, brewed it with agave, and aged it in all authentic tequila barrels. Time spent in these barrels imparts an oaky character and subtle notes of blue agave. A touch of fresh lime juice perfects this most delightful beer. Salud. I mean, your girl likes some tequila. Your girl likes some sour. No brainer. So cannot wait to taste those 2 and to also do a little comparison and to talk more about the gose style. I'm having a feeling that that'll probably be the first review that I do after this. Next up, I was so excited when I found this. So Crush is a sour, what do we want to call it? Like selection? I'm having a moment from that movie, Erection Selection. Anyways, from 10 Barrel Brewing Company, I have had the cucumber, the raspberry, the strawberry, the apricot, and then there's another one in there, I forget. But I've had all of those. I would consider the 10 Barrel Brewing Company Crush very high on the friendly scale. They're really easy to hand to people. Everyone I've ever handed one to has been like, heck yes, I want to drink this beer, whatever it is, I just like it. They are also very high on the affordability scale. So when I get these, I always get them in 6-packs, even though I can get the 1 can. I always get them 6-packs because they're a really reasonable 6-pack, and they kind of become my everyday drinkable beer when I find them. So you can get usually the cucumber, raspberry, and strawberry pretty readily. This is the guava, and this is a limited release. So, I mean, guava, limited release. 5%. So here for it. So freaking here for it. And I love their slogan, drink beer outside. Okay, if you insist, I'll go outside and drink delicious guava beer. Here's what the cans look like. Their whole Crush kind of series, that's the word I was looking for. Their whole Crush series comes in very similar marketing. I think it's really clever. It's also some of the easiest to find. I've even been to some pretty seedy, pretty cheap beer bars that have had a can of 10 Barrel Crush there, which is amazing because usually it's impossible to find a sour unless you're in a really kind of uppity or really well selected kind of beer garden. So moving on from there, as far as our sours go, this is the first one that caught my eye when I was walking in to, get my 1 can of beer. Slush. This is another new company for me, Prairie Artisan Ales. It's Slush, and it's sour ale with strawberry, raspberry, lemon, and lime. Brewed and canned by Curbs Brewing Company. And it looks like there's a couple different places that they brew and can. Like I said, haven't heard of them yet. This is a new can. This is a new company to me. They had 8 or 9 different flavors there to choose from, all in 6 packs, all in regular size cans. So I kind of just went for the one that sounded best to me. I definitely feel like that is going to be one that I go back and get some more flavors of though. Next thing I got, we're moving away from sours now, sad llama. But next thing I got is Juneshine hard kombucha, the blood orange mint. So I got this in my last haul, so I've already kind of showed it to you guys, talked about it a little bit. I didn't get to do a taste test for you guys because I had a friend over who really wanted to drink it, and so I just let her drink it and knew that I could get another one. But I'll be definitely doing a review of that this time around. And then now that I know that I am a Golden Road fruit cart fan, because I've now had spicy mango, I have now had mango, spicy mango, I think those are the only 2, but I'm pretty obsessed with them. Spicy mango, I'm pretty obsessed with spicy mango. I saw these 2, so pineapple and melon. So the melon is a watermelon wheat ale with notes of honeydew and cantaloupe. And the pineapple is pineapple wheat ale with blood orange and strawberry. I just have no reason to believe these are not going to be totally drinkable, easy, delicious. And I just love that it is a series inspired by the iconic fruit cart vendors of Los Angeles. I don't know, I just love that. I love when a brewery takes what is kind of native and genuine to their city or their county and does something to admonish it and to make it part of what they offer. It just feels so warm to me. So that is my sour beer slash fruit slash kombucha haul from High Times Wine Cellar. So if you guys remember, last time I got mostly Golden Roads fruit cart and hard kombuchas, and that was a $50 haul for, I would say, almost exactly the same amount of beer. To give you guys an idea of what sour does, this for the same amount of beer was a $75 haul. And I would say that's pretty typical for the sour beer upgrade. I don't want to call it an upgrade to say that like other beer is inferior, but you know, other beer is inferior, so it is an upgrade. And you definitely see it in the cost of the beer. Now, I think it is worth it. I think it is definitely more enjoyable. I also appreciate that it kind of leads to more appreciation of what you're drinking as opposed to just kind of passively consuming. You really actually savor and enjoy and appreciate the experience of the beer, I think, when you spend a little more on it. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys that idea of if you're getting into sours and if you want to start picking up sour beers, definitely expect to be spending about 25% more for the same size. And if you start buying bottles, it gets even more expensive. It kind of becomes like an expensive wine habit. We all have our things. So look forward to all of these amazing reviews over the next coming weeks. I've been releasing reviews on Fridays and Tuesdays, so stay tuned on there. I also link all of my reviews on Instagram, and my Instagram is the Sour Beer Queer. So log on there, give it a like, and let me know if you guys have any requests, if you guys have questions. I just would love to hear all of your feedback. Hope you're having a wonderful summer and staying safe, and I will see you again very soon.